Powered by Virginia Radio.
Yo, 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 yo. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's another beautiful Wednesday. I hope the week has met you well. I hope today has been good to you. And even if it hasn't, even if your day started a little like mine, a little rough and rocky this morning, but you still pressed through and you still made it and you still push forward and you still persevere, that's what it's about. It's not about the challenges, it's about overcoming. So, as I say that, it brings us to Mayflowers. Mayflowers, everybody. Hello, all my Mayflowers. Blooming, growing, living, birthing. It's very important to make sure we're ever so evolving. That's the way. That's the way. And tonight we're going to talk about some music. Let's talk music tonight. And who better to talk music with than Mr. Jermal, Jermal Mcmillian.
Doubt,
You know what I'm
no
saying?
doubt.
The music man. Okay.
No doubt.
Now, before I let Mr. Music Man go ahead and take over for a little while and introduce him, I want to give a major shout out to my sponsor, Miss Malika TBD. Thank you so much for sponsoring the show. As always, you are the bomb.com. Okay. And thank you again to everybody out there. So, Mr. Music Man, Mr. Jermal Mcmillian.
Right.
Come on now.
That is
How
me.
did you get that name, the Music Man?
All right. So, do you know who John Philip Sousa is?
Okay, now he want to come with the bus gusto. Come on, no, I don't.
All right. So, John Philip Sousa is basically the man that created, what we know of to be the American marching band.
Okay.
The biggest instrument in the band, the sousaphone, is named after John Philip Sousa.
Okay.
Famous musical marches were written by him. He's a composer as well as a instrumentalist. So he's a key figure in the marching band world. You can't be a marching band person and not know who John Philip Sousa is, which is what I am, marching band.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marching band,
Yeah,
Woodrow
yeah.
Wilson. Oh.
So there was a movie made about him called the Music Man.
Okay.
Okay, and that's what he became known as, the Music Man, as he went around, creating bands, a Marine Corps band, and other different bands and such. So I'm doing the same thing on a national level.
Okay.
Trying to establish marching bands all across the country. Selecting different professional musicians and directors who've been in this industry for a long time, and it kind of makes me feel like I'm drafting Michael Jordans and Kobe Bryant's and Tiger Woods
Of the game, yes, most
yeah,
definitely.
so it's a big deal to me. It's a big deal to the people involved. So the folks that have given me the opportunity monetarily to advance some of my initiatives, we call them the gatekeepers.
Come on, let's talk
Because
about it.
they got us in there, so let's be honest about it. And the head gatekeeper told me, that's what he thought of me as, the Music Man.
Okay.
And he said, "Yeah, you're the modern day Music Man."
Modern day
Yeah,
music
so
man.
I stuck with that. I'm the modern day Music Man, Jermal Mcmillian, i.e. the gatekeeper. That's where that came from.
So since we're talking about gatekeepers, right?
Okay.
In your stride and in your progression as expanding, what has been your interactions with such gatekeepers? Have all of them been pleasing, or have you had some challenges along the way?
So, I believe in transparency. I think that's what helps us all advance.
Exactly.
We can be honest about things and know the truth about things, and we can move forward in a more effective way. And I'm not going to stop short of that here. I've had severe issues with these gatekeepers of different people I've been trying to communicate with and all of that, and it's frustrating because you see some people seemingly get to the opportunity to speak to certain people, and you wonder how they did that. So I ask, and then I hear answers of how they did that, and I'm just not prepared to. I'm not prepared to go that far, to get in front of somebody's face.
Oh, I understand.
Right, but
for what cause?
Yeah, but like I was told, if that's what you really want, then you'll do it. My problem is with, and I love that ideal, because it gives you something compelling to put a battery in your back, to do what you need to do.
Yeah,
but
just
but at the end of the day, I'm not willing to compromise.
Come on now, talk about it.
Me to
as
do
you should not.
anything,
As you should not. As you should. For real, because at what cost? Because if we compromise at this level, then we'll continue to compromise at every level thereafter. And that's not really what you're trying to do, because you lose yourself when you compromise, I feel.
I've had opportunities presented to me for certain advancements, and I felt like, maybe part of my soul may leave my being if I get involved with these people. I've been trying to get all of these things accomplished, initiatives going and what have you, for almost 12 years now. So to just think anybody could come along and compromise my situation, it's crazy. So I just I just do what I do based on what I know to do, not what I think I know to do.
Come on.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't want to be subjective. I'm very open-minded about things and opportunities that come my way, but I'm not a simp.
Yeah,
so
respect.
I'm just not gonna make something that's not applicable to me apply, in my life in any kind of way, because I got a lot of people, outside myself to, consider out here in the world.
Okay.
Wife, kids, 7 kids.
Oh.
A dog, a big dog too. Loki. Shout out Loki.
Okay, Loki.
Yeah.
Shout out kids.
All day. Yeah. You mentioned you had some sponsors you wanted to shout out right quick. So I don't really have any exclusive sponsors that I really need to shout out, but I do have some people.
Okay, shout them out.
I want to mention, man.
Come on, give them their
because
flowers.
I have not done these things all these years by myself.
Exactly. I get it.
Philip, my attorney.
Shout out
Stephen Reed, who's going to be the director of the Virginia Sounds of the Bay. Some other folks who I can't name them because of disclosure reasons,
Understandable.
Right? But when certain things take off, then you'll find out who those people are. So you all know who you are.
Shout out
you know
to
who
the
you
people
are.
Who you know who you are.
Yeah, you know who you are. I also want to thank Julian, Lamia, Lakeisha, Kendall. It's so many people. Mr. Bethea and Miss Sanders at Norfolk State.
Okay, come on, in his shoes, Spartans.
Mr. Paul Adams, Dr. Sanford and such. Dr. Zachary. All of the people that I worked when I was in the Marine Corps band.
Okay, Marines.
All of those directors.
Super fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's too many people to really just list all of them by name, but
everybody that had a part of them.
Yeah.
To give you a shout out.
I hope that you know that I revere everything that I absorb from everyone to give me the kind of wisdom that I have today to be doing the things that I'm doing.
He is very wise too, you guys.
Thank you.
He is very wise too.
Take some time to get there, y'all. So it's not an overnight
is an acquired thing. It isn't just given. So it's cool. And so when you talked about the sounds of the Bay, let's talk a little bit more about that. Right. First let's go back. Boop, 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 boop. Let's go to the marching band. Why was the marching band so significant? And that is the genre in which you want to lead with your musical attributes. Come on, let's talk about that.
Yes. All right. So this the part that make me kind of wiggle in my sleep,
Okay,
thinking about it. Yeah, and I've been a marching band person since I was 6 years old.
Okay.
My local community boys and girls club. At the time, it wasn't even a boys and girls club yet. It was still just a boys club.
Shout out.
Right, but they, had a marching band with a drill team, and it was, it was just something that seemed like I want to do that. Because at the age of 4, my dad bought me a toy drum set.
Okay.
And it's like I can just remember him saying, man, he seemed to pick that up right away, didn't he? And then I was always, like beating on cans and boxes and finding different sounds to make out of different things that weren't actually instruments, but I made instruments out of them.
Okay.
So I saw my opportunity. My mom, loved the program that they had over there about it. So, once mom got me into it, I had to do it now. Now I have to do it. So, rest in peace to my mom.
Rest in peace.
It was always there. Like I just loved doing that stuff. And then actually at the age of 9, I became the drum major of this ensemble.
Okay, drum major.
Yeah,
That's
at the
a big
age
deal.
of 9, and I think I was the first to be that young. There was someone that came after me who was a little younger than me that was a drum major, but it's a big deal because there's high school kids in that band. So I'm a drum major over high school kids.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Major accomplishment.
Yeah. So, but I learned to play the tuba.
Okay.
At the age of 9, and then continued playing in middle school and then high school. Doing all county, all district, all state stuff, and went to the Marine Corps band.
Okay.
To play tuba. Graduated from the Armed Forces School of Music. Also went to Iraq and Kuwait for 6 months because of my service. So I got to include that. But once I got out of the Marines, I started going to school at Norfolk State.
Okay. Again,
I was
shout out to Spartans.
already. Behold,
the green and gold.
I was in every band that they had.
Okay.
I was even among co-creator. I was a co-creator for a New Orleans style brass band.
Oh,
at
that's
the time when I
interesting.
was there. Yeah. That has evolved and changed names a couple of times, but they still have that over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can I ask you a quick question? I'm sorry.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so what changed? Because I see through your journey, you started out in percussion, and then you changed over to, is that what they call horn or brass?
Brass,
Yeah,
horn. Yeah.
So
I
what
went.
made your
So
transition?
we would go to Norfolk State because my hometown is Wilmington, North Carolina.
Okay, shout out North
I'm the-
Carolina.
I'm the pride of the port city. They know what time it is. We would go to the Norfolk State homecoming every year and perform there. And that first year that I went, I'll never forget the feeling I had when I saw the tubas in the back, sousaphones, and they were loud and just seemed like it was powerful to me.
Ooh, we got a
Yeah.
call
Oh,
already.
is that what it is? Oh.
Yo, it's Tspills. Talk to us.
What's good, dog? What's good?
What's going on, Ed? What Parker?
Hey, my man. Yes.
I did. Oh.
Dog, let me tell you how this thing works, bro. Like, real talk. It's full circle.
Yeah.
Dog, I was just, bro, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing, bro? How you doing?
I'm always good when I hear from you, bro. You already know it, man. What's up, big dog?
Dog.
What's up?
Hey, man, I'm so excited because just know that woman right there, that's my baby, man.
Yeah?
Go back
I love
20
you
plus
too,
years,
Edward.
dog.
All right.
I love you too.
Yeah. It's a good dude. That's a good dude right there.
Ain't
Great,
no top
great.
that she marched with
great
me in
guy.
In the marching band in high school, dog.
She told me we had a pre-conversation, and she told me she was a flag girl, right?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
A flag person.
I like flag girls. Hi.
Okay, I just want to get it right.
No,
I want to get it.
Hold on. We are what we are.
Hey,
I'm with the correct term.
I got an all-inclusive thing going on around the world. I want everybody.
What would you say? We keep this transparent. So transparency, I am what God made me. A girl. Okay.
We can talk about that too now. That's what I do. It's good to hear from you, bro, man. I did not expect this, man.
Dog, like when she put it on Facebook, I'm like, definitely gonna call up there.
Yeah.
She rep, dog.
Oh, and for that, anybody want to call in, right?
Yeah,
and ask. You want me to say it? Oh, okay. You can dial 757-964-9367. Again, 757-964-9367.
And he hit y'all with the radio voice. Talk to him.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
And hey man, you know what's crazy? It was funny. Like, I be telling people like one thing about like music and marching band in particular in our area, man. It really saves lives.
Yes.
It really saves lives. And on top of that, you never know what a child is going through, but when he or she pick up an instrument, a drum, a baton, a flag, or whatever, they always forget about their pain.
Yeah.
Right.
In practice. You know what I'm saying?
I would say it's
that's why I'm like, man, I love music, man. I love music, man. I love what it does for people, man. Yeah. I really do.
What he's saying is similar to, I have some nonprofit initiatives that I want to start as well, right? So one is called the Sound Achievement Foundation, where we're going to work with, community boys and girls clubs to, create what I call performing creative and visual ensembles. Don't say marching band anymore.
Okay.
Say PCVE, right?
Okay.
And that's what the Sounds of the Bay is, a professional competitive PCVE, performing creative and visual ensemble. We want to start these on the youth level, right, where middle school age kids and high school age kids can participate in the full ensemble. Those kids that are in elementary school, they can learn and practice in theory and instruction of different instruments, different other arts that are available for them to learn, whether it be DJing or sound engineering or they're vocalists or they're dancers, versus instrumentalists. They can learn all these different things in these programs. And what relates to what he was just talking about, what Ed was just talking about, is that some kids get in a gang because they just want to fit in somewhere, and sometimes literally they just bored, and then there's something interesting over here, like a shiny object, so they just go touch it, and then somebody influence them, say, yeah, come do all this. So imagine if your kid saw an opportunity to be with a bunch of people that were doing something good, great, learning, being inspired, and still getting the same kind of camaraderie going on as you would in a sports team, right? Learning how to play an instrument, man, just adds so much depth to your sense of knowing, because when you can kind of understand music in depth, then it plays on your mind, like, the different nuanced details of how the structure, the functionality, the paradigm in which we all exist in this country, you can kind of see how that plays out, in different areas of life, So I certainly agree, man. When you become a artist in general, not just a musician, right? But any type of performing creative or visual artist, you get this kind of different thing that other people don't really have, that haven't experienced that.
It's another layer of depth, I would say, because now you have a sense of pride of whatever your art, craft, instrument, or contribution to is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take care of your instrument, you clean it, you maintain it. It's a certain level. It's like an extension of you, and so it's a certain sense of pride.
Yeah, a kid that dribbles a basketball every day, and then ultimately goes to, you know, the NBA, you know, or some sort of professional league or something. You know, can you imagine what he or she did, you know, every day, you know, day in and day out with that ball, you know, not just with other people, but just by themselves, you know, working on their dribbling, working on their technique, working on practicing with their weak hand versus strong hand, and doing different things. So all musicians go through that. You know, if you stick with it, I mean, because some people start and then it's too challenging. They find it to be too difficult to deal with, or they just don't have the drive or the passion for it, and that's cool. But some of us, you know, can kind of, you know, realize that, you know, there are, you know, some things that are hard to do, but know the benefit of actually working to get past it, and then realizing, oh, I can do that.
Exactly.
You know, and that's what art is. You know, whether it be you just drawing, sketch, you know, work on a piece of paper. If you didn't think you could do that at first, and then actually picked up a pencil and started drawing, and realized, man, I can do this. Imagine what it feels like, you know, to learn how to play an instrument. You know, learn scales and learn different rhythms, and learn patterns, and learn how to stay within the meter. You know, different bars, and learning the relationship with different music and the details, and following the instructions on the page, and then coordinating that together with other instrumentalists, right, to make music.
So how you feel about that, Edward?
He's 100% right, because you gotta think about this too. Like, when I met him, I was 17. So, excuse me. He was already in the game with the Marine Corps band, and you know his background. I just had Woodrow Wilson, so I'm coming to an environment from 30 people to 250 people.
Yeah.
So like, and then our rookie class was at that time was one of the biggest at that time. We just say at that time.
One of the biggest and the best.
Then me being the only snare drummer for 4 years, 3.5 years, 4 years, and then going into an elite line where you start off with like 12 and then get up at 8. That was a big adjustment, because I'm so used to doing everything by myself, where I gotta adjust to 7 to 8 other guys who's been doing this for, you know, a little bit longer than me. And then on top of that, you know, the environment where like, okay, now, I can read music, great, but this type of music that I'm reading, it's like you looking at Chinese and I speak Spanish. Good thing that I got the foundation where I can read it. That was like one of the things. I'm like, man, I'm so glad I can read music, man, because I ain't gonna lie, man. That first drill piece, I breezed through it, but it was hard. It was hard, you know.
Well, those guys back there, they don't, you know, they're not gonna let you do something.
After hours of it, oh my God, man.
They're not gonna let you. If you're playing with them, you know, if you're performing, oh, you deserved it. You know what I mean? Like I mean, hour after hour after hour, countless. Matter of fact, my family creed is based on what Norfolk State's Drumline's motto is. They have a motto where they say, and they call it the $1 Million Funk Squad, right?
Okay.
Yeah, the most professional of drum lines you'll ever see in your life, right in Norfolk, straight up. But they say perfection is not an option; it's mandatory.
Okay, now that's right.
Yeah,
I like
so down from my wife down to the kids, you know, I say that.
Be perfect at it.
Like, we was the first in the band room and the last to leave the band room. So, like, if band camp starts at, like, we'll say 8, we had to be there by 6. Then, on top of that, everybody else leaving, like, at 12, we leaving at
3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Yeah, they like that band camp.
Putting in that work now. That's how you get perfect. You got to put in a lot of work.
They was in boot
to be
camp.
perfect.
Them boys and young ladies back there were in boot camp.
You know what? I'm glad you said that because for real, Spot Legion Band Camp that prepared me for Paris Island, hands down.
Yeah.
That's
That's my brother a couple of ways, you know. That's my rookie brother, and that's my Marine Corps brother, right there.
Okay.
Yeah. So
100%, because I ain't gonna front. I remember the first time, like, I talked to you, and I think we was on break, and I seen you playing the snare. So initially, I'm like, man, you can't play the snare. But you picked up the sticks, and you was chopping. I'm like,
yeah.
what? Play it off. Why you playing tuba? Come over here.
It's see this right here?
Uh-huh.
This was back in 2003.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Man.
Bond,
Man, when it's real,
yeah.
you know, there's nothing that can, you know, break that. You know, and we can have. I've never had an issue with him personally, like on a negative level. You know, but if we ever did, he'd still be my brother.
Yeah.
You know, he could still call me for something. He could still ask me about anything. And I got people, you know, in life, you know, we didn't always see eye to eye on different things. But if I said I rock with you, you know, can we curse?
Yeah,
Can we curse over here?
Whatever,
Oh, okay, yeah. If I say I fuck with you, I fuck with you. You know, period. You know,
Dog, I'll rock with you. See, that's why I'm saying, me and Tiara, 20 plus years, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
6th grade, dog. You know what I'm saying? 6th grade.
Yeah.
You know, if I fucks with you, I fucks with you.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
Most definitely. Thank you so much, Elwood Parker, for calling in.
Yeah.
Oh, can't believe you got my rookie brother in this young Tiara. Hey, man.
Yeah. Oh, big shout out to his wife, Alyssa Mcmillian, because she the one.
Yeah.
She the one made this possible.
Shout out, wifey.
Man, keep going.
Portsmouth's
Don't
finest.
stop for nothing.
Appreciate you, bro.
Man, I love y'all both, man.
Love you too.
Love you too, big dog.
Get my kitties straight. So
I see you, man.
You're a great dad at work.
Thank you, man. Much love to y'all, and I love y'all.
Love you too, big dog. I got to see that baby, man.
Man, she grown now. She grown. All right, y'all.
All right, man. Take care,
Stay
bro.
blessed. Stay up. All right, thanks. That's so dope. See?
So, you know, it's confirmation.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just don't have to say nothing.
Yeah.
Somebody else will, you know, say it for you. And it'll just be what it is. So.
But when it's authentic, I feel like it always is going to happen like that. When it's truly who
Yep.
you are, if there's truly your fabric, it's always, you don't have to speak on it because other people are going to speak on it for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just a testament of that. Like, what you say is what you say, is what you're doing, is what you're living. So that's why he's able to recognize that and call it out for what it is.
Been there
so that's
for,
dope.
you know, it's been there all my life. You know, you know how you can kind of look at somebody and tell what they do?
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, some people you can look at and you might say, oh, he or she looks like a teacher.
Yeah.
You know, or so-and-so look like, you know, they're a boxer. They're an athlete of some sort. You know, I've always felt like I've looked like two things to people. A marching band person, like some sort of arts type person, right? Or I look militant in some way.
And that's the two things you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
That's cool how you found a way to code or cross-reference them together into one thing. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope because a lot of people can take their attributes and fabricate them into one. You know what I'm saying? So that's really, really dope. That's really dope.
I've been blessed with. I was blessed with having two good parents to start me out.
Come on, shout out to the parents.
Yeah, to start me out right. And then growing up in a town where not only my aunts and uncles and big cousins, big siblings, you know, were, you know, also instrumental in, you know, molding and conditioning me right, but the entire town.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like.
So your town is very supportive?
Yeah, I mean, and then when, you know, somebody like me who was out in the public because, you know, being with the boys club, you know, drill team, you know, we're performing everywhere.
Okay.
all over Wilmington, you know, and people saw my face. I was on the news and all. You know, so I've been a micro celebrity for a very long time. You know, this is no new space to me.
Okay,
I
micro
love
celebrity.
it. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah, so I got good wisdom and I got good still don't mean I didn't make some choices that were poor.
Oh,
you know, right? Especially in my younger days.
That's a part of growth, though.
I went to the Marine Corps. They gave me a body from hell. You know, the Marine Corps gave me a body I couldn't believe I had. I was like, whoa, I can do all of this. I can run for miles and not be tired. Matter of fact, I'm ready to run some more. You know what I mean? Like all kind of, it make you a little different. You know, it changes you a little bit. And then
it seems like it was for the better, though.
Again,
but everything has its duality.
What you have to do is you have to learn how to coalesce good and bad, and even realize that bad is good sometimes.
Yep, come on now, it's necessary evil.
What's that movie?
That's Vampire Brooklyn.
Vampire evil is good. And then you get yourself some eat. Nah, we ain't gonna do that.
That's my movie. I love it.
Oh God, yeah.
But okay, so going into, because I want to make sure we can play your song also.
Oh yeah.
So I think this would be a good time to play the song.
So
introduce the song.
Yeah.
Okay. So
first single from Viable Mcmillian Publishing. I have a publishing.
Hey, that's everything.
3 corporations, right? 1 stock corporation, 2 LLCs, publishing company. You know, we doing what we doing. And this first song that we created is called "The Drum Major."
Okay.
The Drum Major.
Duh.
D-A Drum Major. By myself, of course, featuring Teron Brooks, Mr. Brooks. Okay. Finest. Some of y'all might know him as Finest. And Marvelous Marv.
Okay.
Yes.
Shout out, fellas.
It's dope, man. I mean, Can you
catch this song somewhere? Is it on
anywhere? It's everywhere now. Yeah.
Okay, so every platform, guys.
Yeah.
So y'all go to y'all YouTube, Spotify, Apple Play, wherever music is available. Go check them out. The Drum Major. Yeah. Okay.
I want my music to mean something when you hear it. Like, you know, okay, he had his hand in that. And this was simply a leadership kind of. It's the drum major. Okay. Like, so anybody can be the drum major, but it's a dance. So
it is.
Yeah. So
you gonna show us the dance?
Y'all did.
When they put it on, when he played this song, you got to do this dance and show me so I can do it.
Listen. You can do the drum major how you do the drum. That's what makes you the leader you are.
Okay.
So it's not an exclusive way to do it.
Okay, well, I'm going to follow your lead, and I'm going to put my own razzle dazzle on it. Okay, I'm ready for this. We got to take the microphones off of it. I mean, the headphones off of this. Okay.
They don't know who they got in this studio.
I didn't know I was going to work out like that, y'all.
I didn't know I was going to burn. They didn't tell me. She didn't talk about this in the meeting earlier.
I did, but I didn't know that this was going to be like that. I ain't had no choice. I had to let you do it.
Let's get it.
Look, y'all, if y'all want to ask us about this, thank you. Good job to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm a little out of breath. Y'all know I'm a little chunky. Who had me doing the drum major? Look, y'all, after that, the drum major.
They lit. We had them lit up here.
Big lit. He didn't know I was with that, y'all. He didn't know I was going to be with the shenanigans. But I'm with all the shenanigans. You hear me? Now, y'all make sure y'all go check it out. That's going to be the new dance this summer.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure I do that everywhere.
Go on TikTok, man. Follow me on TikTok.
Tell the people
at Jermal Mcmillian. And you can see these drum major challenge videos we got up there.
A lot going on, y'all.
Oh, you get just copy the song and then make your own little version of the dance. Do your thing. Have fun with it, yeah.
Next time when he come back up here, or next time when I do this dance, y'all, I'm gonna have down pat. I'm gonna have something funky for y'all, cause I forgot all about what the drum major do. I got so excited. Listen, I got so excited. Look, y'all see me doing my little flag girl stuff. I'm a representative for the marching band. I ain't never been a drum major, but I've been a flag girl. Stayed in my lane. That was so dope, y'all.
All good.
Check them out on all the platforms. Do you understand?
Yeah. Thank you.
dope. No, you're welcome. Thank you so much for showing us that
Thank you.
and letting us listen. And if you listen to the lyrics also, the lyrics were very dope. You had to listen to the lyrics. So now you done seen us cut up. Go back and listen to the lyrics. The lyrics are very dope. Please don't forget the lyrics.
Thank you.
I'm glad you did that. That was awesome. And if y'all want to call in and ask him any questions,
757-964-9367. Again, 964-9367.
Area code 757.
Let's get it.
Because if you don't dial it, you won't get through, baby. You know they changed the area code, so you gotta dial 757, y'all. Okay, so let's dive right into what are you doing now with the Sounds of the Bay?
All right.
Because you do have something coming up, or what?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about it.
All right.
Let's talk about it.
So we have an investment opportunity.
Okay, he's going to hit y'all with the investment opportunity.
Headed our way. I can't go into the detail about anything like that, but can
we talk about the app?
Yeah.
Oh, let's talk about it then.
These things, they all coalesce. The app is something that's already been in development.
Okay.
It's called Viable Arts.
Okay. Say it again.
Viable
Arts.
Viable Arts, right.
Okay.
It's Uber or Lyft for artists.
Okay.
Think about it that way. Because you get to go on as a user, and find any available artist, any performing, creative, or visual artist that's available, and book or reserve them for a future date for any kind of event or occasion that you, the user, creates, right? So it could be something standard like a birthday party, a wedding, it could be, just some sort of random occasion.
Okay.
Maybe you want to serenade your spouse, at dinner, right? So you hire a saxophone player or a piano player, to pull that off for you, and then you hire a culinary artist to prepare the dinner, right? You can hire a sculptor, or another type of visual artist like a photographer or a videographer to help, memorize the event for you. So you put all these things together and you realize how many artists out there that would now have a professional thing going on, where they're not just hoping to get, work.
Or a person like myself to host your event.
All day.
Shout
All day.
out, I'm about to get up there.
Yeah. So, you just get to skip the middleman, skip the booking agent process, and speak directly with the artist. So, individuals as well as groups. So, you get bands.
Okay.
You can get a rock band, a country band, an R&B ensemble, a lyrical ensemble. We're going to have it.
You have an array of things, an eclectic array. I love it.
We're going to have it all.
So this is for any and everybody. This has no restrictions, limitations. So you guys make sure you tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend.
Right.
And this is Viable Arts.
Viable Arts.
Is it .com, .net,
Well, Viable Arts LLC. The website still being worked on.
Okay.
So once
they have a point of contact?
Me.
Okay, so do you want to give the people your information so they can contact you?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. You can email me. At Jermal, that's JERMAL .Mcmillian, MCMILLAN .JMM @gmail.com.
Okay. So that's Jermal, Jermal, JERMAL .MCM ILLAN .JMM.gmail.
No.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
JMM @gmail.
Oh, I messed it up. JMM.
You did good. you did good. That's a long email.
Yeah.
People.
But it's kind of
Right.
it's kind of easy. It's your first name dot, last name dot, and then some initials.
JMM, right.
Yep, there you go. So I kind of broke it down like that to keep it up in my head. So it's easy, guys. It might be a little long, but it's easy. Hit them up if you're interested in any of those services. Because there's an array of services for any of your needs. It's a lot of cookouts about to come on. It's Memorial Day about to come up. It's a lot of weddings about to come up. It's baby showers about to come up. It's so many different genres. People having all kind of events. So hit them up. You know, be reliable, dependable. Hit them up.
The Sounds of the Bay is actually going to be the first professional sports team in the state of Virginia. Because they'll be the first of 50 of these ensembles created across the country.
Okay. That
will compete against each other in a league we call the National Marching Ensemble League.
Okay.
Yeah. So, that's going to be the big thing about this. But what's even bigger about that, about them, than the competitive part, which is very exciting to me. I love it. Because I used to love the Battle of the Bands when I was at Norfolk State.
Yeah.
And going to different band competitions when I was in high school. But what I did in the Marine Corps Band was honor my fellow service members.
Okay.
With different events, ceremonies, parades where they were awarded accolades, superlatives, awards for merit or valor. And you get to see them do that in front of their family and their friends and their other colleagues, right? Their other people that work, in their brigade or their regiment or their company or their air wing, whatever it was, you got to see people's hard work come to some sort of rewarding fruition, right? You get to see people out here in service, these public and corporate service providers, give us 25, 30, 40 years in some cases of dedicated service to whatever, field that they were in. And I mean, we talking about in some cases, never missing a day of work, never being late, staying after, pulling someone else's job that they're not getting paid for.
That sheer dedication.
And then, somebody say, hey, where's Tim at? Oh, he retired 2 weeks ago. I didn't know that. What do you mean? Instead of, something grand. Yeah. Like a grand retirement thing. So that's what we want to do is with these ensembles is we want to have these grandiose retirement ceremonies where we also honor people for other things as well.
But and you provide the experience.
Yeah. It'll mainly be about, giving those retirees they just do, an ice cream and cake party, a little watch maybe. But
yeah, that's
people,
what that's about.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really add up to, what these people have done. And they don't have to, you don't have to wait until you retire to get something from us because we'll be honoring people all across Virginia and ultimately the country, ultimately the world.
Hey, come on, global.
Why stop global. There?
I love it.
I want to give people who work hard, their just desserts.
So you'll do like anniversaries, like 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, things like that.
Not just for individual people, right? But for the companies and organizations themselves.
Okay.
There's certain police departments.
Okay.
That deserve credit for policing more effectively than other groups have, right? Or other places. So let's say the police department in Chesapeake may be different from the police department in Accomack County, right? And I don't know either way right now, right? But let's say we decided to honor the Chesapeake Police Department with a top 3 type of thing or whatever, and you'll get to see why people are ranked they are. So people can actually know what to strive for. Versus
incentive. That's good.
Yeah, that's what the whole program is about, is boosting morale in these workforces, right? Letting people know that, you're not just a number, you're not just a body, you're somebody special to your job, You're somebody special to your community. You're somebody special to the workforce, period, right? So, to me, this is all about economic and workforce development.
Okay.
And
I like that spin.
Yeah, that's
a dope
what I
spin.
want to do.
And that's gonna bring you, that's gonna generate good revenue for you because at right now, post pandemic, a lot of people are trying to boost morale. So with that being said and that in place, this is a great time for you to really branch off on this, and especially
you hear that, gatekeepers?
Really,
it's a good time to hurry up and give me that money I need. Okay, it's a lot of people need their love right now.
Yeah, this is a great investment opportunity right now. So whoever is investors out there, invest. Hit him up at Jermal.
We can still talk to some people.
Mcmillian. JM.
We can still talk to some people.
At gmail.com. We are about to wrap it up. We are almost approaching the end of the show. So is there anything else that you would like to drop on the people?
Yeah, I talked enough about me. I think you all get the gist of me. I'd like to, point out somebody special, that's actually in the room today with us.
Okay.
My wife.
Woo woo! Shout out to the wife.
Listen, my wife, the baddest bee in here. Yeah, outside, and any city, any state, any country, something. Listen.
That's right. That's what you're supposed to think about your wife. That's right. Good husband.
You have to like transparent, right?
Yeah. Go ahead. You got to say it.
Of course, nobody has an ideal situation, right?
Yeah.
But we do what we can. But I just recognize her prowess. She just graduated with a master's degree in nursing from ODU. Old Dominion University.
Dope.
She could have chose Norfolk State, but I guess ODU had something for her special, and she did it. And she's actually already in her doctoral program.
Hey, come on now, boss lady. I love it, queen.
Yeah, so
yes.
Shout out
Black
to
excellence.
Alisa McMillian.
Alisa McMillian.
Yeah.
She dope anyway. She went
and I would be remiss if I didn't mention the kids. Kids put up with me because they don't have a choice, right? But let me tell you, I have the best children you could ask for anywhere. And I don't mean that just to be saying that because they're my children, right? I have 2 natural born children. Elisa has 5. I have adopted 3 of her oldest kids. We serious about our parenting thing, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I do. And I love those kids. They love me. But if that wasn't there, they'd still just be remarkable people. They don't do the kind of things. They just don't make the choices that you would feel like, oh, I'm disappointed, in that, they good here. You know what I mean? So, I can't say that exclusively it's because of our parenting, more so than what we've allowed them to be. Because we say the onus is on you for whatever choice you make.
Yeah.
So just know that whatever you do, be the best possible version of yourself doing it.
Yep, that's right.
And something's working about that. So anybody feel like they're having trouble with the youngins, okay, and it's tough, in those moments when they putting you through stuff. Your kids don't run you.
Yep.
Okay, you run your kids, period.
Facts.
And if they ever have a misunderstanding about that, remind them why, in some sort of way. I don't know how you gonna do it. I'm certainly not gonna tell you mechanisms that's gonna get me in trouble. Okay, I don't believe in violence because I don't have to. I don't
spank
have to hit
the kids.
I don't have to
spank the kids.
I'm just saying I'm fortunate enough to not to have to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I will. If I have to, right?
Yeah,
but
most definitely.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I got the kind of kids that I got because they really make the kind of choices on their own.
Yeah.
That kind of reflect, just good thinking in most cases. And, every now and then you got to say something to somebody.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
Oh, and then they be like, oh, right. You know, and then they move on. And
yeah, because
then
everybody needs a reality check sometimes, even us as adults, you know. So that's a given. That's okay.
So shout out to wifey. Shout out to the kids.
Shout out.
You know, and shout out once again to everybody on my team. Everybody that's been with me from the beginning. Everybody that just joined my efforts and what we're doing now. You know, our time to shine is coming very soon.
Yeah.
I mean, we already, you know,
shining. Illuminating.
We're illuminating. Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah.
That's starting to add more
so
light to
we
it.
can't deny that that's not happening. You know, it's a little glare over there. You know, you see
a little more.
You see them glistening a little bit. Yeah. But you know that full blaring glow. Yeah, it's coming. Gotcha. It's coming. I'm be on. Oprah gonna come back to interviewing just to do one for me one day. It might be 15, 20 years from now. I don't know. You know, it might be the day before I die. I don't know. But I know Oprah gonna want to talk to me one day. Okay. I love you, Oprah. Bye.
Put it into the atmosphere.
Yeah, no doubt. Right. Thank you once again for having me on too.
No problem. Thank you so much for coming and sprinkling your razzle dazzle on my show. I love all of that. The drama.
We did the drum major live. We was on TV live doing the drum major.
Yeah. You seen it. I don't know if it was first, but you seen it here.
It was first time performing live.
Okay, you heard it.
I mean, not the first time on radio. But Lord knows, the first time that I certainly ever did.
Because we be lit up here at Tspills. Tspills is where I'm gonna always be lit. I'm with whatever.
You got a good thing here, man.
Thank you.
It looks nice in here. You know, people y'all can't see the studio, but let me tell you, these folks did a good job in here. Okay.
The powerhouse, powered by Virginia.
Yeah, no doubt.
Come on.
Let's get it, man.
Yes. Yes, let's mention GoFundMe.
Yeah, you know, brother still needs some money.
Yes.
You know, and
what is that?
And anybody that's got it, you know, just go by the GoFundMe page for Viable Arts.
Okay, Viable Arts has a GoFundMe page.
Entertainment Services app.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is exclusively for the app. You know, anybody want to see these artists out here, you know, get put into an environment, you know, where they can, you know, get steady work, you know, support us in what we're doing.
Yes, support.
It's a real thing.
Support. Invest. You'll see your investment come.
Oh my God! I'm so glad I thought of this guy at the last second.
All right.
So, the Chesapeake.
Okay.
Chesapeake Department of Economic Development. I want to give a shout out to the entire Economic Development Department for the city of Chesapeake, especially my man Mr. Stephen Wright.
Okay, Mr. Stephen Wright, come through.
Yeah, listen, man, these people will talk to you. They, you know, you would think I was Pharrell or Missy. You know, when I called up there and asked to, you know, speak and talk about different things that we were doing. And they made it happen with the same, and that's what he said to me. He said, you know, if you were one of those people, you know, I still, you know, we're going to treat you the same way we treat everybody the same way. And I'm saying that because I've dealt with other government agencies and associations that weren't so expeditious, you know, about you know what we were trying to do and talk about. So you just gotta appreciate that.
That you do.
You know,
because that stands out.
Yeah.
And it's different and it's dope. So I want y'all to check out the Modern Day Music Man on all of the platforms.
Yeah.
Go ahead and check out the Drum Major. Go ahead and check out Viable Arts. Okay. Now he has a Viable Arts Entertainment page. Is that what it was called?
Right.
Okay, go ahead and do the app
for the GoFundMe.
GoFundMe there. Send money, invest, support. And again, guys, thank you so much. This has been a very awesome Wednesday. And I want to thank you so much for coming up here and building with me and exposing a little bit of who you are to the people some more. I know you already have a fan base, but to my people and to me, like, that was dope. Thank you for engaging with me and doing the drum major dance. I don't know.
You're excellent hostess too.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah. you do your thing. You do your thing.
I love it. I love what I do. I love being able to talk to people and get the vibe out and add light to where your light already is shining.
Whatever you're passionate about,
you
can do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Like Nike, do it.
That's the difference between failure and success is action.
Talk.
If you don't have the action behind it, some people say, just trust in the Lord to give it. No. That ain't how the Lord give you stuff.
It say faith without works is there.
Yeah.
I mean, faith without works is there. You gotta do the work. You gotta come somewhere. You gotta take the step. Then he gonna multiply the steps. Yeah, but we were taught wrong. But that's enough. We gonna come back. We gonna build again about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, she's right. Let's do it.
So our time has expired for this evening, but I really love you guys so much for coming here, tuning in, tapping in with your girl T and the modern day music man himself, Jermal Mcmillian. And thank you again, guys. You know you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. And you know it means so very much to me. So thank you so much. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay sucker free. I see you again same time next Wednesday. Same place. Y'all stay blessed.
We out.
We out.
We out.
Drop the mic. Bow.
Boom. Boom.
That's right. I love it.
Turned up, man. Good job, man.
Thank you so much for doing the dance with me.
Yeah. I couldn't not do it. Once she said we gotta get up.
Yeah.
And then you actually started step. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm with it.
All shit. Let's do it then.
By Virginia Radio.